a lot of ones. Holy shit.
The limit is 60 dice. 60 dice is the limit.
Interesting.
What if I needed to roll 70 dice?
Roll twice, 2 instances.
Yeah.
That's work.
I'm gonna just scooch myself over here because Edmund's not showing up. So there isn't just a gap between everyone's reactive images. And yes, I think we are a bit late since technical issues happened. But
I win.
I win. You tried rolling 100 d20, but they did not roll 100 d20.
I still win.
Bigger.
I got a 656.
Number. Yes, true. Bigger number, better person. Oh god, stomach. Please, do not do things.
I need food. When is my food getting here?
We all need food.
I want pie.
7 minutes.
Working on mine.
I will have my food.
Ah, darn,
in
I've been
7
beat.
minutes.
I've been beat.
I'm 6 off, damn it.
I still win.
What? What?
You see, he won in the least value rolled.
He won the wrong game.
He won at golf.
You won at golf.
What are you talking about? The values say 1,214.
What?
What?
No, it doesn't.
Hold
You
on,
know,
I'll
I did.
cut it for
So
you.
I'm looking at like between the stream and game, and like, oh yes, I'm just not getting half of these rolls. I'm like, fun.
Well, this
Like-
is great, isn't it?
Like I did not see the 661.
I can go even lower.
I can go even
Holy
further
shit,
below.
you did not roll above a 3.
Because I rolled a D2!
Ah, I see. You were trolling. I thought you did a mathematically impossible thing. What? On my
I mean,
And this is
technically,
this is to go
technically
even
it
lower
is
than beyond.
mathematically possible. It was just, I mean,
As I roll D
mathematically
zeros.
improbable.
These zeros.
You
Interesting.
can't beat that.
Aw, that didn't seem to work.
You
I tried to roll negative
minus
dice.
20s, yes.
Sadly, you can't roll. You can't increase percentile dice.
Alas. I tried that.
I tried.
If you right click on the D6, you can roll a
How about
D3, a
this?
D2, or
no,
a
it
D0.
doesn't.
Why would you ever need to roll the 0?
I don't know.
Oh, you can actually.
Oh, well, you can't multiply
I rolled a
it using
D0 that
the
did show
thing.
up.
Why
Yeah,
did you
do
only
that
roll
way.
30? What?
You mean a D30?
Because you
No.
rolled because D100s are 2 dice, so you rolled 60 dice, but only 30 actual dice.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
Well, now that we had our fun with dice, let's see who will be the one who do the recap thingy. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Next.
Oh no.
Since last time we had mostly just conversation. Most,
Long rest, by the way?
Yeah,
yes.
it was mostly talk.
Yes.
How do I
long
run?
I don't want to say we talked. I want you to.
Yo, I'll talk. I'll get some specifics. I remember a bit.
That's good.
I believe a lot of the talks were centered around Woodrow. Talking about how our new friend was executor, had some history with his coat and a missing master, I believe.
Hmm.
Talks about heading to the next island.
Yes.
Was there anything else specific?
Y'all talked about your mystic codes.
Oh yeah, we did. Woodrow asked everyone about their items and how rare it was for everyone to have such cool stuff.
That
A
is
lot of
true.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just talking to each other about some history.
Yes.
Also, the temple is no longer purple.
That is true. The purple mist has vanished, and everyone's worries was for nothing, and I did
Was
nothing
for
wrong.
Nothing.
I did nothing wrong.
Yes.
I did absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, you can add your little star of being a good boy.
You know, I feel like I keep losing inspiration. Like I feel like I've had inspiration, and I don't think I've used it, but I don't see it. Like I'm pretty sure I've lost inspiration.
I just
been
never
84
roll a
years.
2. I
True.
always roll 4s.
4s, yes. Let me just remove some things that are still. Okay. Also, Oliver, because it's been so long and we completely forgot, you leveled up. So if you want to drag the warlock class onto yourself once more,
Oh, I'm level 6. Okay.
yes,
I should add stuff also.
yes, you can do that. In the meantime,
I feel like I has the dumb. Where is the world class?
When you just click on the class and level thing, just click the magnifying glass, you can drag that onto itself again.
yeah, there will be a
Drag-
dragon head right next to warlock. You can just drag it to yourself again.
Nice.
There you go. Level 6, 45 hit points.
I don't know what the level up. Oh, the level up button opens the wizard.
Yeah.
I should go add stuff because I got a mystic code doohickey.
Yes, that one I can do, but if you want to add the extra things that you get at 6th level, I have no clue what they are. You
Oh
can
yeah,
do
I
so.
get those too, don't I?
Yep.
You can tell I'm not excited about the warlock ability.
It's more of an afterthought.
Get some new
There.
invocations, I think. That's neat.
Absolutely nothing. Cool.
Wow.
Relatively lackluster.
This is
Yeah.
worthless.
Wow, this is worthless.
They get cool stuff later on.
Yeah.
I get resistance or radiant damage, and my spells that deal fire or radiant
That is very useful.
add my charisma modifier to one of the rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I sure do zoom.
Fire is the most resistant damage type in the game, after all.
Indeed. Indeed it is. Well.
You'd be surprised how much lasers do radiant damage and how that matters.
I don't get hit by lasers very often.
You'd be surprised how much lasers come up in Fate.
True. Well, I can see that the new network didn't fix Graves' issues with disconnecting.
Yeah.
Sage.
Listen, I just need to get my own internet. It'll be great.
Yes.
Just go to Utah.
not
I
be
think they have
burdened by
good
other
internet
people.
there.
Cock shotgun.
Oh, listen, I just moved to that one country that has like the best internet.
Yes, just flee from the country. That is a good choice.
Pretty
It
sure it's
will
like
be your
Romania or
own if
something
you
like that.
threaten them into sharing it with you.
Pretty sure it's like Romania, where you can just like download GTA 5 in like 2 seconds.
God.
Ah yes, the internet I will never have.
Yes. Well. Actually, I have a question for y'all.
Oh, no.
Might have an answer.
When last session ended, Woodrow had just peaced out, but you were all still at the temple. Is there anything that you wish to do before going back to town or doing whatever?
Besides
I
maybe
can't think of anything.
have a panic attack and try and explain that we need to be a little bit more secretive.
Oliver will go say bye
We
to
did that last time.
Oliver will go say bye to Vola and give her the necklace.
Oh, don't worry. You still have a whole day, a whole 2 days before the article gets here.
Oh, okay.
This is
I should
more-
probably add spells.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is more about.
Didn't get
what
like
you
an
want to
ASI
do
or anything, did we?
now. No. you did
That's
not.
8th level.
I meant like the point where
points,
because
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That one, I believe.
Right now it's 2 p.m. on a Friday, the 19th of December of
We long
1930.
rest? I forgot.
I have already long rested you because nothing will bother you in a resource draining sense.
This
For
island is
Just in a soul
monster-free.
draining sense. I see.
just in a psychological sense. So it was mostly a question of, do you wish to talk among yourselves before, or do you wish to just go into the timey-wimey English? Yes,
The
timey-wimey.
wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yes, that will be the next day and a half. Actually, 2 days and a half.
Ah.
I want to briefly talk to Oliver at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will make myself available in just a second.
Was it my internet cutting out or?
No, he went full robo.
I'm sorry, I don't know why. Am I
That-
still going full robo?
yes.
Yes.
Not full, more like half.
I have power.
Half capacity.
The batteries are slowly dying.
I can do lightning damage.
Yes.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Um, if you wish to, do you wish to do it now, or because as soon as the first long rest hits, I'm gonna do a thing, but
Yeah,
before.
I'd want to do it like when we're coming back and or before we like fall asleep at the.
Okay. Then
I'm
if
going
no
to
one-
allow you guys to pick for me. Should I take Revivify even though I don't have the material
the
component?
diamond.
Actually, hold on. My food is at the door.
I mean,
Listen,
we do have
we're
less
playing
than
Iron Man
legal
mode.
means of acquiring diamonds.
We're playing Iron Man mode.
Never gonna die.
We're not gonna
No.
die.
And there
It's-
goes Fantasy Grounds.
Just know your cleric won't get that spell for probably ever. So.
Yeah. I think Edmund can cast it.
I believe druids can cast.
Sorry,
Revivify.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So.
Did you
Edmund-
guys? Was it yay or nay?
Edmund does not get it, actually. Revivifies
Doesn't?
cleric, life domain cleric, and paladins.
I thought druids got it. They might have got it at a
No, they get a different
Asha.
one.
Okay.
Reincarnation.
as reincarnation, but I thought they got revivify at a the Tasha update where they added new spells to everybody.
I can
Could be
look
a
at
thing.
Tasha's druid. I'll take a
Maybe,
look
I don't
at-
know. I'd say
What
a
Tasha's
tentative. I say a tentative yes either way because having two people with
The
revivify.
druid they did add to the spell list of druids.
Oh, okay.
Tasha's.
So Edmund basically always has it.
Oh, yeah, that's also why he has aura vitality.
hmm
So is that yes or no? Because I need to pick things.
That is
Having
up to
two
you.
people that have it is never a bad thing, just in case the other person's out of spell slots.
I don't think we'll need it.
We probably won't need it, maybe, but it's never a bad thing to just have, and then you could change it later.
We'll
Yeah.
probably need it.
I mean,
I'm getting very
Heavy-
mixed messages.
Yeah.
like I want to date
Uh,
you, but I don't want to date you. I'm gonna ghost you. Like, which one is it? Do we want to? Okay, so I'm looking at I can never say it properly. Revivify, fly, intellect fortress, or invisibility.
All good options.
They're all very good options.
Mm-hmm.
Go with your heart, young Padawan.
Or just roll a dice.
Not
True.
technically.
Well, I'm gonna go get a fork first.
Okay.
What is this incantation that he's gonna?
He's gonna throw the
Why
fork
does
at a
he
wall.
need a fork?
There's also a summon lesser demon, summon shadow spawn,
Summon
dead.
Shadow Spawn.
But they
Just
require
summon
very
a demon.
specific. They require very specific material.
Yes,
Summon Celestial. I think that's 5th level, ain't it?
that's
Yeah,
how
it's a
level
fifth
it
I'm
level
is.
thinking
spell.
I'll get Revivify later, just because we don't even have the material spell component, and
Yep.
once we
Yeah.
do, then I can go
Well,
ahead and learn
Once
it.
we're more likely to get the materials, then yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
So I'll get something else.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Is there anyone that would like to talk to anyone before we go into Gianna and Oliver conversation? Or after, just so we know
No.
where to go.
I've got nothing planned.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Well.
nothing to say.
Well then, Gianna and Oliver, the floor is yours.
Okay. I'll. Before I go to sleep, I'll go knocking on Oliver's door
Mantenha os olhos fechados.
briefly.
Oliver opens.
Hi. Hmm. How do I
Oliver's also in the middle of eating, by the way.
sorry to interrupt you. I just how do I? I'm getting to it. Just give me a second. Look, that the happened thing that I'm not very good with this.
He
I'm
happened.
sorry. There we go.
It's
There's the
okay.
word.
I find that the direct approach works best.
I'm very direct, but there's this thing with emotions. Those are very difficult.
Oh yes. I don't pay attention to those.
Oh, that makes things easier. I'm sorry for it almost blowing your ear off during the whole incident.
No, don't worry. It's already forgotten.
Oh. That's it?
Yes. I was irritated at the moment, and it kind of reminded me of the war. But
30.
you didn't quite mean to do it, I'm sure. And, I mean, considering the fact that you didn't shoot me,
Yeah, sure. Fair enough, I guess.
Sure.
do you want to come in? Is everything okay?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Just, processing.
Everything that
weird-
happened, yes.
Yeah. I'm worried I'm too special for my own good.
You're worried in what? I'm sorry?
I'm worried I'm too special for my own good.
Yes, you and that sister of yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
She's
she's
quite
fine.
a character.
Oh, she's fine. She's dead. She ain't got to worry about anything. I'm the live one. I'm the one that has problems. Don't you look at
Oh,
me. in
you'd
the
be
twinkles.
surprised just how many things follow dead people.
That sounds ominous.
Ominous.
That's because it is.
Fair enough. So, yeah, okay. Well, glad that was sorted quickly.
Good talk.
No,
Good talk.
not to worry. You're actually good. I didn't take it personally. I did at the time, but I don't now. You're 100% good. I
Okay.
did have a point of curiosity though.
Sure. Sure. What?
This employer of yours, of all of yours, I have not spoken to him and I have not made a formal contract with him. What is going on with that?
To be perfectly frank, no one really knows who he is. He just kind of showed up and said, "Man, you have powers. Go do things." That's kind of how it happened. That's how most things happen with me.
And
Anyway.
you listened to him on a lark?
Not really. I half paid attention at that point. We were kind of still in the throes of there was like a test that he did, and I was still kind of fuming at that point, so I didn't quite properly pay attention to what he said afterwards. But the gist of it is, she kind of like actually thinking about it, looks about her standing in the hallway. I want to take this inside just in case.
Sure. He closes the door.
Yeah, she'll waddle in and sit at a random spot in the room. So the long and short of it is, we're hired to deal with demonic beasts.
That much I gathered.
Yeah, okay. But there's been strange phenomena happening in and around the Greek Isles. This was the first one, as you've noticed, all the gnolls and the abyssal, fey, elvish creatures, and the spiders. Ugh.
Those were disconcerting. Do you know if we've cleansed this island? I wouldn't feel good leaving it if things were going to pop up again.
Given everything that we've done so far, we've kind of hit all the major points. I don't know for certain. So I can't. I maybe the
There's
information
never any
gathered.
guarantees in life.
Of course, and we'd have to kind of do a full, sort of sweep. But we've hit the majority points.
In your estimation, do you think that people here would be able to survive without any major issues to their lives?
Well, that's a difficult question. Because
I see.
it's
I didn't mean to
believe
put you on
so.
the spot.
No, it's fine. I'm more of the theoretical type and don't really think about all the, damages and
Variables.
consequences. Yeah. But based on my professionally unprofessional opinion, I believe so.
Okay, well that's good enough for me.
You may want
you
to
seem
talk to
knowledgeable.
Edmund. He's a little bit smarter in that sort of department. I believe that's kind of his thing. His whole fighting things that aren't supposed to exist. So he'd probably be a bit more of a, shall we say, what's the word? Expert. There we go.
I'll reach out to him. Because if I am going to be leaving with you guys, and I already said that I would, I just want to make sure that the people here are going to be okay. They've become like they are family.
It's fair. Understandable.
More family than my family's been at any rate.
you have no idea how much I relate to that.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
there's that brief moment where her face just kind of drops and she goes into kind of a 1,000-yard stare before quickly coming back.
yeah, she's deep in thought because reasons.
Just raisins.
Not to bother you or anything, but I do have some concerns over the next island that we're going to. So,
Oh yeah, that whole business. Yeah, that's another interesting point.
So there's this individual, and he's pretty much taken ownership of the island.
From the rumors that I vaguely remember hearing, yes. Or at least that's what Urutro said. Uturo.
Correct. And what is he doing? Refresh my memory.
Well, based on his track record and what little I know, anything. That's the problem.
Everything.
He's kind of like a oh, what's the term? The
Wild card?
No, not so much a wild card, so much as a the ace. He's not bad at anything. Maybe not the best at specific things, but he's pretty good at most everything. So he could be justifiably be doing anything with his time. And he could switch on the dime.
Were you a lawyer in another life?
Lawyer?
That
No,
was
sounds
out.
way too boring.
Well, that was exceedingly vague. Congratulations.
But that's okay. She pulls up a little reporter badge. That's kind of my job.
Howdy, Flareon.
I would think it would be the opposite.
No. With my specific field, no. I'm supposed to be as vague as possible.
I see. Sensationalism and all that.
Also, if you say, there's an actual ghost, like legitimately a ghost, that's kind of a problem with the normals. Those outside the loop.
Not going to lie, it's a problem with me 80% of the time. So I can sympathize.
But yeah, him specifically. Whew.
Yeah, that's going to be a tall order.
It's both a comfort and disconcerting at the same time, if that makes any sense.
It most certainly does. Life is often contradictory.
Yes, indeed. But with him specifically being on that island, something big is there. Or something worth his time is there. Because I don't think he'd just sit in a vacation spot. He doesn't seem the type.
No, it makes sense. And if there's something that he's interested in, that means that there's something we're interested in. Yes. So I suppose we should get to the bottom of that.
Oh,
As
for
having some...
Oh, for sure.
Gianna.
Hmm?
You have a good passive insight. From the way Woodrow spoke, this seems to be a new development. It's not as if he was there like
Oh,
the
so
whole
this is
time that you were
relatively
here. Woodrow came to you to speak about it because it seemed like a new thing that just happened.
Okay, so relatively new speaking.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, Woodrow seemed perturbed by it as well. Like this was not protocol. So this is new. So now it's even now it's even worse. Shit.
Oh no. I hadn't noticed, to be perfectly honest with you.
With me specifically, or with what are you referring to?
To be honest with you, I did... Oh, I wasn't clear. I didn't pick up on that when Woodrow was talking.
Ah, I see. You were kind of spacing out a little bit. I thought you were having a moment.
I probably was. I was there, but also not there.
Yeah.
Yes, the response to every single time a player leaves. I was there, but not really. It was just high, very high.
So what are you planning to do for the rest of the time that we're here?
I don't know. I like having free time, but just haven't really thought about it here. I kind of like
There's...
exploring, wandering, seeing the sights, getting new photographs, seeing interesting things. I like
Well, I could
staying
help
still.
you in that department.
Oh,
I know Chinos very well. I've been here for several years.
well, so you know all the good sides then.
I know a few.
Man,
Tinos is
have
a very small town, but it does have its high points. And by high points, I mean cliff sides. But they have excellent views of the ocean. Though I don't think that's the kind of photography you're interested in.
I am interested in all kinds of photography.
Oh, well then.
There is beauty in stillness.
That is very true. Especially since stillness helps my mind be still. And it does not do that very often.
Oh, it doesn't help me at all. I can't be still.
Well, perhaps that's why you like stillness so much.
It's like pauses,
As I do.
cocks head to the side, like, huh.
Yeah.
Don't you give me that look. You shut it.
Oh, can he see Gabriella? Do we do the percentile or do we just say no?
I think that since you've already identified her before, it's you were always aware of where she is, but it's not like a vivid
I
thing.
can't-
It's more like
I can't hear the banter.
Yeah, you can more see the silhouette
Aura?
of her. Yeah, sometimes
Gotcha.
depending on the light and stuff.
You know, can I ask you something?
Sure.
So I was born into a family. I don't really know them too well. Well, yes, of course, but I was born into a family, but I was given away to another family. And that's the family whose magic crest I bear. And my power,
That's
I feel, has
really
never.
rare.
Yes. I feel I have never really. I don't know. My power doesn't seem as though it comes from me. Whenever it comes out of me, I always feel there's this benevolent being that's always there. A gentle hand always guiding my way. No
It
one's
could be
quite
the
ever
Almighty.
been.
Who knows?
Hmm?
It could be the Almighty. Who knows? One of the many
Maybe.
saints or the angels themselves. Who knows?
I've always just been curious. Have you had any experience with this? Because it's been my experience that most mages, their power comes from within, a rigorous study or breeding. Mine doesn't seem to come from any of that, and I don't quite understand it. He materializes the violin, materializes it into a sword, and then poofs it back out again. Seem to know how this thing works. I found it here in Greece. I suppose it's part of the reason why I've always stayed.
Is there a potential Arcana check or something I can do? Actually, hold on. This actually makes sense. She kind of thinks for a moment. Your magic crest. Where is it located on you?
My magic crest,
Yes.
he removes. He starts unbuttoning his shirt, and he tells her, "Don't be alarmed or anything." You see kind of like a big scar
Ooh.
on
Well,
his
that-
back, but it's actually just I want to say like on his right shoulder blade, and that's where the magic crest is.
Yeah, I know. My brother came in and I told him. Basically, I was motioning at him to be quiet, but it didn't work.
No
Oh, I'm
worries.
sorry.
Just a reminder to maybe mute if you're not.
Yeah, like the thing is, he just comes in and suddenly talks, freaking stealthy.
No worries.
It happens.
No worries.
Okay. Then she'll look at that. Is it right if I interface? I guess would be the proper. But that sounds so bizarre.
Interface. Can you do that?
Yes, well, I explained it a little bit last time, but I guess you.
That's right. You did.
Yes. So
Well,
I can
as
maybe look at it per se and maybe glean something from it. Who knows?
long as you don't change anything, I suppose you can. He's kind of like tenses up a little bit.
It's like, oh, you're not fun. Kind of teases, but definitely so he doesn't see, pulls off her left glove and places her fingers gingerly on the magic crest, and can I roll an Arcana or something as I force mana into it to see if I can identify anything about it?
Sure.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, this won't help what um, Oliver is asking, but as you peer into this this new to you magic crest, the shapes, the connections between the circuitry underneath is something that you have not seen before. It does seem that in some places the circuitry has been forcefully connected instead of being a more natural developed thing. Like, this analogy will make Oliver look a little bit bad, but it's something like you are not looking at a muscle that was developed through training. You're looking at a muscle that was developed through the use of drugs. You can see that it's different, but it's trying to achieve the same purpose.
I assume that'd be somewhat similar to my situation, kind of.
The thing is, yours is blood related. And you can clearly see that some of the connections of this magic crest were, of this family crest, were somewhat forced. They weren't made to fit, but they were forced to in some places.
I get you.
That is it.
Knowing the little bit that I know about magecraft, that, or passing on crest, that makes sense, given that he's not a blood relative.
Mm-hmm.
And given that he doesn't cast magic the way normal people do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the him being a warlock is the part of it doesn't look like anything you've ever seen. The forced connection is he is not from the family, not from the bloodline of this family crest.
Gotcha. She'll after a bit stop. And pull her hand away, quickly put her glove back on. Huh. You got pretty powerful circuitry. Though it's I'd be careful.
With?
Just magic in general. It's from pause experience. When you have connections that are fist forced, sometimes they can be uncontrollable.
Well, I suspect my family wasn't able to finish completely.
No, trust me, the fact that you are still standing as is a testament to how well they implemented it in. Because in most cases, a family crest cannot, and I cannot stress this enough, cannot be passed to a different mage. Except through very strange circumstances.
They wanted to use me for a ritual before I left.
Oh, that's problematic.
Yes, that is why they want me back, and I do not want to participate.
Yeah, that's whenever a mage family says individual and ritual in the same sentence, it's never good. Ever.
No. I'm not entirely certain, though I do have my my ideas of what it might be, but I was not
What's-
interested in participating in it.
Question. What's the name of your family?
The name of my family?
Yeah, that you got this crest from.
La Rose.
The Ros? Do I
Oui.
happen to know anything about that?
Roll
They
a history
immigrated
check.
to America.
Mm-hmm.
See, do I think I speak French. Maybe that. Yes, I do not. Dang it. Oh well. Let's see. History, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
26. Mm-hmm.
That's better than the Arcana check.
That is very better. Very much better. So, as I did last game, it's time to go Google Docs searching.
Ray.
Okay. So, the La Rosa family.
La Rose. But yes.
I just did it Spanish instead of French. Yes.
That's okay.
They were a family that was indeed first located in France, but then immigrated to America. They did so before the war to search for better opportunities, since they were having issues with other related families in France, so they left to America. And also because they were not necessarily strong and or good mages themselves, so moving to the country which is known for having weaker mages seemed like a good chance of proving that they are worth something. The sadly, however, it is said that they were not able to produce an heir to receive their magic crest, and were searching for other mages. That is the last that is known of them, that they were searching for new mages, but this was, as I said, before the war. During the war, the information of quote-unquote lesser family kind of was subsided by the fact that there's a war happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Do I happen to know their
during
relative?
Just a sec.
Okay.
After the war, because there has been 12 years after the war, it is said that they had found someone, but that they had lost said someone during the war, and that they were trying to get something done without an heir, but to not much success.
Okay. Would I happen to know their relative specialty by chance,
Mm-hmm.
if they had one?
Well, their their specialty has been shown to you a couple times, which is the tarot magic. They use the tarot deck to call forth magic from each of the major arcanas. And you've seen Oliver use it a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are known to be able to infuse tarot decks with magic and pull out magic from tarot decks.
Huh. She kind of, as she's like thinking about this, I've heard of you. Not you specifically, but your situation. Holy shit.
Yes, I thought you might.
You're kind of famous, which is
Small
bad.
world, isn't it?
Yes, very small. But,
So now do you understand why I wanted to kill Jackson?
that's fair. I mean, I wanted to kill him too, don't get me wrong.
Or flee?
That's beside, yes, that too, but that's beside the point. But, yeah. You know, I would have understood even if I didn't know about this, but this is, oh
Best to keep this under your hat.
yeah, for sure. But,
He puts his shirt back on.
kind of just deep in thought. They specialized in the tarot magics.
That is correct.
Do you happen to know how that works?
My
Holds
knowledge
up
of
notebook
this,
and pencil.
my knowledge of this is more intuitive.
Damn it.
I believe the way that it works is each person had a special affinity. Each person that created the spells had a special affinity to the arcana, and they used it as a focus. What the card means to basically manifest what they wanted to happen. So, for example, La Roue de Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. I think I've used it maybe once that you may or may not have seen. It allows me to rewind time for a moment and possibly change the results.
Whoa. You can mess with time?
I don't suppose it's time, it's more fate, as it
That's
were.
still that's equally as big. Holy shit. That's Yeah, you're a problem child, aren't you?
No,
Oh.
I was never a problem child. My family
No,
is
I
the
mean
problem.
like you're the you know what I mean.
I guess?
Who knows?
Oliver's very oblivious. I know what you mean, he does not.
Okay. Alright. This
So you understand why they want me returned.
Oh yeah. I mean me Papa would want me back for near anything. If I see him again, I'm gonna blow his head off. But
Yeah. Well, they probably still want me for that ritual, so maybe don't want to blow my head off. But yeah,
for sure.
to answer your question, another one that I have learned to use extremely well is La Justice, the card of justice, which is the one
Use
that you've
that
seen me use on Jiro
Jiro,
quite often.
Yeah.
Basically, it inflicts retribution on anybody that tries to attack the target. And so you can see how the basic intentions of each arcana and what they mean is basically manifest.
Okay. Who knew people could get so much power from blasphemous, little tricks? Interesting.
Oh, if you let me read the cards for you one day,
no.
you'll
Black
find
magic.
they're not.
No black magic for me.
You'll find they're not quite so blasphemous. They're actually quite accurate.
You don't know I'm from it. I am from Italy, right? Catholic through and through. No. Just associating with you sometimes gives me goosebumps.
Shame.
Very clearly joking, but at the same time not.
In any event, I have been both evading the church as well as my family, so since Jackson knows where I am, he made a very good point the other day. That means other people know where I am, so that means I need to move along before I endanger the people I care about here.
Hello, Malvo.
Well,
wait, Malvo?
If it's
Dun.
any consolation, I'm happy to help you.
Much obliged. The war was a good smoke screen. I was the best combat medic that they had.
I will take your word for it. If you were with pauses, never mind.
Oh, you've seen my handiwork on Jiro.
Yes, yes, yes. It's nothing. Anyway, I guess I'll get out of your hair. I can't really think of anything else to say other than I'm happy to have you tag along.
Oh, thank you. Happy to be along.
And then they kissed.
If they do, Oliver is not initiating it. Not yet, anyway.
You scared the shit out of me.
I was like, what the fuck?
Gianna might be slightly horny, but she's not that horny. Come on.
After all, he's a blasphemer.
Exactly. There's also that allure.
If you were a dirty heretic.
If you weren't such a dirty heretic.
Actually, dirty heretic sex is the best kind.
God
You're
damn.
right.
I don't think we can say that on stream.
TOS, TOS.
Just did, so do we have a choice?
TOS. I don't think it's a problem actually, but okay. So
Yeah. She'll give him a curt nod. Say, alright, so I'll get that out of your hair. Yes, hope
Have a
things
good
work
night.
out. You too.
Oh. They always
Sure.
do in the end. One way or the other.
Still sounds ominous, but alright. Goes to her room.
So,
Close the door behind her and, I guess, do Oliver things.
do other things. Yes, Mo?
remember when I said I had nothing to say to anyone?
Yes,
take that
go
back. I take that back.
Go ahead.
I wanna talk to Gianna for a second.
Yes. Go ahead.
Sure. She's walking back to her room and starting to unlock the door.
He will, as soon as you start unlocking the door, you see him opening the door of his own room and walking out. And hello, I need to talk to you about something.
Oh God. You
Oh
gonna kill
dear
me, or
lord.
changed your mind about shooting me?
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine. All right, what's up?
Oh, we have a problem. Let's take this inside, shall we?
True, Flurry and I agree.
Locks her door. All right, let's go.
Right.
Wow!
You're not going in my room. Fuck you.
His place, then.
His is that. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Winky.
And as she comes, he invites her into his room, and as she comes in, he sort of does a double take on the corridor, locks his door, puts his familiar outside.
People walking the corridor, there's just an owl in front of the door.
Outside the window, sorry, I didn't clarify.
Oh, motherfucker.
So, could you
He's able to summon a goose.
Could you remind me who wanted you possibly dead again? That TV guy.
Tobias. Let me see. Sure, for 1 second. Brandenbach. Tobias Brandenbach. Yes.
Right. And
Yeah.
I wanted... Actually, something came up yesterday. And,
Uh-huh.
do the initials TW ring a bell?
EW?
Well, hold on, because I have to check a thing now. Let me see who you speaking of. and then I will let you do a
I
check.
might have been getting the timing of things wrong, maybe, but I don't.
Okay.
This is what I remember from last session.
That sounds like, yeah, I remember last session there was a blip about
Oh,
that one individual.
you mean Tanner Walker, the dude
Yeah.
that is supposed to be on the island?
Yes.
What?
Sorry.
Hmm?
Yeah. No, that's not what I meant to ask. Sorry. Yes. Does he have any relation to you?
Is someone named TW has
Sorry.
a relation to me.
He was mixing
What's his name again?
the
Sorry.
T's.
Yeah, I was mixing the T's because I got it in my notes both initials. I'm like, well, did I write someone's name wrong or?
No,
Sorry.
TB is on the list,
Yeah.
and
Tobias.
TW is Tanner
Yeah,
Walker, the
yeah.
dude on the next
Tanner
island.
Walker. Right.
Okay,
Walker.
that makes things even better. Okay, thank God.
That'd be Tanner Walker.
Isn't that? Oh, that's. Yeah. Well, I don't know Mr. Walker specifically. I know his legends. Oh,
Can you tell me anything about him?
about Walker?
Any more? I do believe we heard a little bit about him from Woodrow, but if you could share anything more specific, maybe.
That has nothing to do with my. Specifically, I don't know Mr. Walker. I just know he's on the next island. Woodrow kind of already hit the big points about them. He's fairly elusive.
See.
His entire shtick is that he's not supposed to be found. But he's done a lot of work.
Something's not right here.
Well, I could have told you that much, but what clued you in? Let's start there.
It's not the usual. Something's not right. I noticed everyone's side eyes yesterday. My list, I mean. You seem to have this connection to family crests.
Well, I wouldn't say connection, but I can interface with them, yes.
I was hoping you could tell me a bit about mine, actually.
I'm just going around touching everybody today. This is interesting. Alright. This is new.
Is that sanitary?
I don't know.
Sure. You know what? Sure.
See, I have proficiency in medicine. Yeah, it's fine. I got various things. It's just a touch anyway. Winks.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sure, let's do it.
Alright. And just where is it on you?
That'd be a
Balls
good
down
question, isn't
pants.
it? This
Oh,
me,
no.
be around here, actually. He sort of lifts his shirt up until, he lifts the right side of his shirt up until his ribs, and in the middle of his rib cage, you can see it.
Okay. She'll circle around to his back and she'll start to pull out the glove and then use her innate ability to cast Disguise Self to make her left hand look normal. Places her left hand on his magic crystal. She'll attempt to do the same thing she just did with Oliver.
Oh god. Should I be worried about this?
Let's put it this way: if you
You're
squirm,
gonna get
there's a
Oliver's
connection.
germs.
Let's put it this way: if you squirm, there's a chance the connection may break, and if it breaks, that's bad. So don't
I see.
move.
She doesn't just places her hand. She goes fingy by fingy.
Stop.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's
I
a
just
28.
I just provide the good touch today.
The good touch.
God, please
The-
don't call it the good touch.
That touch that makes you feel good.
Yeah, you just feel a pulse of energy. This is actually really easy to do. All right, let's see what you got. What do I see
Well,
or notice?
That's your territory,
mhm,
actually.
I know. I want you to
Oh god.
make
Oh
a nature or arcana check.
god. I should have
Another
done the
one.
try.
Who, me?
Yes.
Other one?
Yes.
I shouldn't have done this.
You know what? Inspiration.
Okay.
I've been holding on to these for too long. Yeah, I need an excuse.
That's
There
a
we go.
29. Jesus Christ.
Worth it. Oh, I dropped a 2 though.
I'm
Damn it.
sorry, the DC
Drop
was
two.
30.
Yeah, bullshit.
Um,
Fuck you.
okay. So, do you, as FJ, think that Gianna would have given thought to what happened when Jackson was enveloped by the purple mist? How his
Thought is in.
body changed.
I assume that would be either her first thought. Well, her first thought was it was some sort of like magic, transmutation-based magic, but given his relative affinity with that, it probably is something different.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least in her mind, she's kind of pumping in extra mana to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of intentionally pushing the limits,
Okay.
just to see what happens. I guess
Mhm.
would be the best way to describe it.
That's your call.
Since he seems to have something that's different
Mhm.
from him.
In the same way that Oliver's circuitry was forced to join with the family crest, so does Jackson. Jackson's. But at the same time, by it's like that you're seeing the visual that we see whenever Shiro uses projection in Fate Stay Night, just the multiple circuits. You can clearly see that next to the area of the family crest, the circuits are different than in the rest of the body. It's almost as if the closer they get to the crest, the more they seem to adapt to the crest instead of the crest doing the adaptation. It's almost as if his body was built to accept this, or at least as soon as it came into contact with it, it became suitable to accept it. You can clearly see that the rest of his body is normal, but this area is almost as if it changed on its own to accept the family crest.
Huh. Okay.
This was the 28. Now to the 29. You've read how versed do you think Gianna would be in like more of the mythological aspect of the world?
I would say she'd be roughly familiar. Her shtick is that she's a paranormal reporter,
Mhm.
quote unquote. So I would at least if nothing else, she would at least have passing familiarity with most everything, or would know where to look if she didn't.
Mm-hmm. So, you've been passing in reading and listening to conversations about the topic, mostly in mythologies that revolve around fairies or fae creatures. It is quite common for them to be able to change their bodies, and even to another extent, it's very common in gods and mythologies to be able to change the shape of your body. Zeus did it multiple times, Loki did it multiple times. You think that if you were able to see this feat from the inside, what you are seeing inside of Jackson now would be similar.
Would be what?
Similar.
Similar, okay. Should like pause? Oh wow. Something came back up. Sorry.
Dice.
He's too hot. Oh. She'll have her hand on the crest and just kind of sitting there quietly. He feels random pulses of energy, like a stress test, occasionally just shoot through his system. She kind of has her head cocked to the side, kind of like listening to nothing. Would you mind doing that thing you do, where you
What
can
thing?
look different? It doesn't matter what. Just make it happen.
Turning to her. I believe in you.
It's kind of embarrassing to do it when people look.
I won't look. Close his eyes. No, she won't. If she's a private person, she'll put her hat over her face so that she only can see his feet.
It's up to you how you do
Feel
it. If it has noise, if it hurts, it's all up to you.
Mhm. You feel his body wiggling, sort of not
Oh.
sorry, wiggling is a bad word, but sort of shifting under your hand. You can feel his rib cage sort of like bend in weird ways. And
Crunch.
it's a little bit of popping, not exactly crunching.
What?
Sort of like when you like you pop all your joints in your fingers at once. That's kind of like what you hear like constantly
Ugh.
for all of about 30 seconds, and you hear your voice parroted back to you. You can look now.
Oh, that's mm-mm.
No, I'd rather not.
Nope. You turn right the fuck back. You are not allowed to use my face
That
ever.
is too late.
Okay, I would have stabbed you, motherfucker.
I will get your shotgun and jam it up your asshole and shoot.
Do you want to know what happens or not?
She was more focused on the magic crest as you still connected to it. Did I assume something like the magic or the circuitry changed, but the stuff around the crest remained roughly the same.
Yes, and as you watch, with your magic-y sense,
Third eye.
as something like that, as you felt the whole process by looking at his circuits, you see that the ones shaped to accept the crest didn't really change that much. They did change somewhat, but more in the other side of the connection. So on the part that is attached to his body, not the crest.
Okay.
And it, while it's still clearly Jackson, the rest of his body now really resembles your circuitry.
Like the circuits are basically similar.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's weird. She's just sitting there, not looking like, oh no, change back, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah,
Let's
I think
go,
this will be. I think this will be better for you. He changes into Oliver.
More pops and more sturning.
Stop. Medicine check.
She is
Whatever that
uncomfortable.
sound is, it cannot be healthy.
And when you feel the process again, it's similar, and when it ends, while it's clearly Jackson, once again, you can, since you now know somewhat of how Oliver's circuitry works, you can see that it also is changed to match it.
Holy shit. Okay. She's like still sitting there, just going, how are you doing that? This is just like Oliver's. Like, how looks up at him. Oh, that's why.
I don't know. I've been able to do this forever, as far as I remember.
At least for whatever the fuck you're doing, this is like, you can not only perfectly replicate the voice and I guess the appearance too, but the magic circuits are the same.
Does that mean I can cast their spells, or?
Well, I assume you would have to, know their spells in order to cast them, but
Yes.
if there was... Huh. Interesting. Kind of drumming her fingers on her chin. Okay, I'll come back to that one later, but anyway, second question. That crest, that's not yours or your family's. Where'd you get it from?
That would be my master's.
Same you got the coat from?
Same I got the coat from.
Hmm.
Which coat, by the way? Lost eye patch. Coat has suddenly become Oliver's clothes.
Oh, that's just weird. Okay. Huh. Just sitting there, drumming her fingers on her chin, this like a roiling sense of emotions, like she wants to ask questions, but at the same time doesn't want to ask them.
I want to ask questions. I do not wish to know answers.
I hope this clarifies a bit why I chose to give up on my contract.
No, it doesn't at all. Like, I'm even more confused now. How the fuck are you able to do this?
Don't know. Here's the kicker. Well, would that be? Do I actually know that? GM, if my master's family crest is her own blood-related family crest?
You'd have no reason to believe not to. as the conversation on the room beside you just happened. Not that you would know, but to you as a player, it basically never happens that it's from a different family.
Yeah, it's fucking taboo.
But hold on, it's not a property of the crest then.
No, this is you. Let me put it to you this way. She puts her glove back on. A magic crest is like, oh, how do I put this? What would be a good example of this?
I have no clue.
Like a skin graft.
Ew.
Bear with me. Most of the time when skin grafts are done, especially when on soldiers with burn marks or gunshot wounds, they often have to transplant it from one part of the body to the other, so such as like the scalp to the arm, or like the back to the elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can't do that with anybody else. You can't take somebody else's skin and put it on your own. The cells or it won't accept it. It's a similar vein. Oftentimes you can't just slap something on. You can't slap something on it like a sticker and expect it to just stay. It's gonna peel off at some point, or worse. You, with your this, can take crests and just accept them. Your body is naturally adapting to whatever the crest is. That's huge. I don't tell anybody else about this, because if my ability,
they already want me dead for
if they learn about
for
this
less
part,
than that.
they'd want to keep you alive for this, just this specifically. If they can like reverse engineer how you can do this is a game changer. Like you don't even need to have a bloodline in order to keep, or at least in theory anyway. You wouldn't need a direct son or daughter in order to pass on the crest to make it stronger. You could just plop some random schmuck and inject him with whatever the fuck you are, and then just slap it on there like a car sticker and be done.
Great.
Jesus.
That's a lot of heat on my back now.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world. You just, okay. You told me basically yesterday that you were hunting me down. Now you're being hunted down. You're welcome.
Just
now we're
I was
even.
pretty much being hunted down already. But that's not the point.
Just so it's clear, this is Gianna's opinion. This is not to be taken as
I know,
a worldly
I know.
fact.
I know.
I said in theory. In theory, if mages could just adapt to a crest, they could pull a whole lot of shit.
Mhm.
I'm not thinking like, did I just accidentally a revolution?
But yeah,
Jackson evolved into Giga Jackson.
Yes.
Jackson.
I'm going to graft everybody's family crests onto me now.
What? My man will end the game with 6 arms.
I can do something similarly. It's part of why my magic crest was so compatible, but I don't think Gianna picked up on it.
it's all
But you don't change your body.
No, I don't change my
That's
body at all.
grafted.
No grossness for me.
Mhm.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that, because at the beginning I had given him Mask of Many Faces and I took it out.
Yeah, but Mask of Many Faces is just...
It's illusions, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Great.
can do that with Alter Self later down the line.
Mhm.
Okay. Like we didn't have enough problems already.
No, just wow.
If you
Everybody's
don't
got, like-
question, the problems don't come up.
Just
Gianna
don't
just needs a
worry
nap
about
right
it.
now. Gianna just fucking needs a nap. after all the exposition.
It's just,
Um,
she's sitting there just like with this like bemused expression, like holy shit, this is a game changer, and also holy shit, this is a game changer.
I believe this goes without saying, but please don't talk to anyone about this.
Yeah, no shit.
Thanks.
You don't shoot my back, I won't blast yours.
Hey, I won't shoot your back if you don't
There we go.
blast my back with a new fresh coat of paint
Oh my.
in the shape of a target. Not in that way.
As soon as you said blast my back, and I was like, yep, this is going
Yeah.
somewhere.
That.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh,
No, my.
that's not. Ew. What? No. Ew.
Look, you're the one that said you were going around giving everyone the good touch. Don't give me that face.
Yeah, but it's funny when I say it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now.
It's
Yes.
empowering when I make sex jokes. You're a man, I think.
I think. Who knows?
I am gender
You
fluid,
really
young
want
lady.
to make that assumption?
I am body fluid.
I am being.
I am fluid. Turns into a puddle.
He's matter man. He
There
turns
is
into
no
a
one
different stage
alive
of matter.
who can describe my pronouns.
I am a helicopter.
I very well could be a helicopter.
Just give me
Yeah, but are
time.
you a
go.
rafflecopter?
A flash helicopter? But a helicopter
rafflecopter.
nonetheless.
Okay. Okay, I am stopping you right there. You go die.
Yeah, she'll like, yeah, that's, of course I'm not gonna kill anybody. That's like, I thought the whole point of my last, rant was we don't talk about shit to outside forces.
We actually still need to come up with that. Please don't talk about shit right now.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Just
No.
scream banana.
Nana?
Banana.
Banana.
Maybe
Just a random conversation. Banana!
Yes.
we'll have plenty of time to do that when
Right.
we're off
Right.
on our own. I'm gonna
Um,
wander around and maybe take a few days to process.
Sorry
have
about
better
the
time.
extra existential dread. And thank you, by the way.
Yeah, sure, no problem. It's interesting.
Does anyone else wish to
Please
talk
don't
to
open me up.
Gianna?
She's like hearing confessions today.
Yes.
So I've got no social issues to get off my back.
Not yet, anyway.
I
I
see.
Gianna.
I
Gianna
don't
just,
have anything to say.
Gianna's hopeful
goes,
that they
line
will
up.
occur.
It's fucking Family Crest inspection day.
Yes.
Diana, how come you get 2 RP sessions?
Well,
Yeah, she'll like think on it for a second and then just abruptly turn and walk out of the room just mumbling to herself and go to her room.
okay.
Guy, as he pokes his head out the door, he realizes he's still fucking Oliver. He shuts the door back.
Oliver opens the door, like looks in the hallway, no one is there. Thought he heard himself, goes back inside.
Amazing.
The fuck was that shit?
He's going to have sweet dreams tonight.
Oh no.
The fuck was that?
Hello, me. It's me again.
This, by the way, does Oliver, I kind of missed the session. Did Mr. Jackson divulge that he can do that to everybody, or
Nope.
That
This
he
is the
can
first
do
time.
what? Sorry? No, I mean, it happened in front of everybody before.
the shape changey thing? Okay,
No,
That was when
They know we can do
missed it.
some of it, but we don't know how
Yeah,
extensive it is.
when he went into the mist, he turned, quote unquote, into the changeling form. But
the blank changeling.
yeah, the gray changeling with pointy ears. But
that's right.
Well,
none of you
So
know
when
what the
you,
fuck
when you
it
look
is.
at
Okay,
The thing
no,
you
I
look at
just
when you
wanted to
read the book.
segregate what Gianna knows from what I know. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen him become not Jackson, but
Yeah, but not
People think it's more of a
not the
bad-
process. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Please me.
Ichika.
Me.
Before you go to sleep, you are the recipient of the sending this time of progress report from the contractor. So, whenever you write your message back, send me either on Discord or here on Fancy Grounds, and I will add it to my list. Well, after having this information prepped for 3 sessions, which is normally how things like this go in my tables, I prepare a thing. No, this is going to happen today. I need to have it ready. Then, like a year goes by, and I'm like,
Never
okay,
fucking
I never
happens.
got to that.
sounds familiar.
Yes. The worst problem is when I do battle maps for like I will need this battle map this session. If I don't use it, by next session the map is different because I found a new thing and I was like, oh, I like this one better than this one. And yeah.
ADD.
At least you haven't made full-on character sheets for fights that never happened.
Fights that never happened. Yes, someday.
That before I've made maps that nobody's ever used before.
Yeah, but maps you can just
What's
save.
that? My extensive list of characters that will never be played.
That will never be played. Yes. Well. So, let's begin. Let me just take a sip.
Yeah, let me
No.
drink some water. 'cause I'm-
Remember
Not
to,
allowed.
remember to hydrate yourselves.
Yep, working on it.
You can't make me.
What's the name of the island again?
What's the what?
Dinos.
You know.
Oh,
no,
the name.
one we're heading to.
I see. No, the Mykonos.
Mykonos?
Mykonos.
Mykonos. Okay.
This one.
Oh,
Alright, what's right?
GM. Question
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
The shit. No, not the shit. The mystic code thing for level 6. Are
Yes.
we doing that at some point, or do I just write it into the features? Sorry, I just got done finishing the level 6 level up thing.
I will add it, don't worry.
Oh, okay, so let me delete this.
I'll add it later.
No worries, no rush.
So, it's with you, my boy.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
As Oliver fades to sleep and he feels his consciousness give. Not much later, he finds himself conscious. He's not necessarily awake. He can't move his body. And actually, he can see his body. You are standing right next to yourself
That's
as you
terrifying.
sleep. You can clearly see that you are asleep in front of yourself.
He immediately starts swatting at his arm and his hand. Like, the fuck?
You
What's
see
going on?
that there is a bit of resistance, but you mostly pass through.
In his current state, I don't know if he has a heart, but it is beating faster and faster and faster, and he is getting panicky.
You can feel it. You can feel your heart beating. You hear a voice speak to you. You are not necessarily sure how, but you know this voice. As it slowly, gently talks to you. I am sorry for taking this long to properly speak with you, my child.
Who are you?
I am
He
the
secretly
one.
knows the answer to that question. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. I am the one who granted you your boons.
Oh. He kind of calms down, becomes considerably awkward. I've been wondering, I was speaking about you not too long ago. What made you appear now?
You have been developing in a way that is what I was expecting of you once I came in contact with your soul.
I have so many questions.
Do not worry. I am here to guide you and to show you what you have a very shallow knowledge of.
Okay.
You see
how
a
about-
ghostly hand appear in front of you as if asking you to take it.
Oh, okay. He kind of hesitates, his hand a little bit jittery, but eventually does because he knows this voice, he knows this presence, and it feels very familiar, and it hasn't heard him before, so he'll take the hand.
As you do so, you begin to gently float as if being dragged by this hand, and in a moment of hesitation, you pass through the doorway.
Oh, that is not normal. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead.
You
What
are
is
smarter
this?
than that. This is what you've been seeing ever since you came in contact with me.
Oh, it's you then. This is the in-between.
You may call it that, yes. Some call it the spiritual world. Some call it undeath. I do not care which. But
I've never been one for labels either.
But what you see here now is undoubtedly true. And this hand guides you through the floor to the bottom floor, to the main area of the loving wife. And you see what Oliver calls ghosts. Some are wandering around, there is one seated at the I think there is, let me just check one thing. Yes, there is one seated at the piano. There are some that are trying to drink of the almost empty cups in the tables, but they can't. And you see there is one person sitting down, one alive person sitting down drinking. And whenever they take a sip, there is a ghostly figure that seems to occupy the same space as them, also taking in, or at least trying to take in, the liquid.
So sad.
This is, unfortunately, the path that many take after departing the flesh. I was once one to guide certain more well-minded people to this place. But my time has gone for a while now. But
Are
what
you
I
also
want
dying?
to show you... No, I am not. I have been dead for multiple years. Quite before even your country was alive. This...
What is your name? I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were done. Go
No
ahead.
worries. This is what you will find most everywhere if you look close enough. But I wish
Some
to
of them are
take
quite
you...
angry.
Yes, they are. They take their ignorance of their own situation out on those that can understand them. That is why your job is quite difficult at times. But I think you can understand their situation. You try to return to your loved ones. They ignore you even though you believe yourself to be among them. So they lash out in rage, being distraught with their own situation.
I see.
I wish to take you to a place that you helped a great ghost, as you call it. And the hand just once again appears. It had vanished and it appears again.
He'll take the hand with a little less hesitation. We're going further away from my body. Will it be
Do not
okay?
fret. This can take you whatever you wish.
Okay.
And
Oh.
you see the side that you were in, it simply changes completely, and you find yourself in the jeweler's store in Lichnaftia. You see the old man sleeping, and his wife that you had seen become so happy when he made his exchange with Diana is resting by his side, just gently brushing their ghostly hand against the elder man's hair. When you approach, she turns and smiles, and you can see even tears coming out of her eyes as she tries to reach for your hand, almost kneeling in front of you. I was not able to properly introduce myself, but thank you. You have made my husband oh so happy.
He'll kneel down next to her. I'm glad that I was able to help. Not entirely certain what to say, but if you don't mind my asking, you're still here.
I do not wish to go. I do not wish to leave him.
I know that you don't, but is this enough?
You hear the voice that is coming from everywhere but also projected in the hand, speak. Fret not, dear Avra. You will soon be able to embrace your lover once again. But to do so, you will need to let go, at least for a moment. And you see, now that this voice speaks, that
Oliver gets goosebumps.
that this ghost, this elderly woman ghost, has a faint trail of what seems to be the same thing that the ghost is made of, that is attached to to Nikitas, the jeweler's body, while he sleeps. And you see that there's this faint connection, almost as if made of silver, linking the two. You see Avra, the wife, start to sob, and the voice speaks up once more. Right now, your wish to make him happy as he is has been maintaining him here while he could be with you. He has already found his peace. You see his smile whenever he's at the shop or just simply sleeping. And the woman looks at you as if you had been the one saying all of this. And you notice, now that she looks at you, that your mouth was moving, as if you were speaking these words. And she slowly starts to detach from you. She hugs the jeweler's body, and with a kiss on his forehead, you see that she starts to slowly vanish. And the connection that had been made also disappears. And you just hear a faint, "Thank you. Thank you once again." As Avras vanish. You then appear back at your room in The Loving Wife, and you hear the voice speak. Most that linger in the in-between need some words of encouragement to show them the right path. But beware to never misguide them or speak in false truths. It is better to make them aware of the situation in the least harmful way possible. But it's not necessary to ever lie or say things that you will regret.
Understood.
This blessing that you have, it will cause you to be sought after by those that wish good, and, as you are well aware, those that are confused and not fully capable of understanding their own situation. It is not your job to guide the whole world to the in-between or the afterlife. It is simply a request.
Well, it's not quite so scary now that you explain it that way. I always saw the eyes staring daggers into me. These figures making noises I've never heard before that no human can make. I always thought they were trying to scare me, but they were just angry. And that's all they could feel.
You see the hand materialize completely into a body. You see a creature of androgynous physique. Their ears pointier than normal, their eyes sharper than normal, their bone structure in the face also a bit sharper. They take both of your hands in theirs. I am glad that you were the right choice.
If you had spoken to me a day ago, I would have told you I wasn't. But somehow it feels right. What do I call you?
You clearly see hesitation. Call me your guiding spirit for now. I do not wish to burden you with more knowledge.
All right.
Just know that what you and the church of this time believe to be angels, my people were once associated with them. I am
You're a
not
Nephilim.
I am not one that would have a name in any of your scriptures.
I see.
Your religion, if you may call it, is far too young. They approach you and slowly open their arms to embrace you, and with their head very close to yours, they say, "My dear boy, will you be like the one that I guided?" And this ghostly apparition vanishes, and you find yourself awaking in the next morning with complete remembrance of the events that trespassed. And you feel a weird, deeper connection to the in-between, as you called it. You can now, a number of times per day equal to your proficiency modifier, your proficiency bonus, cast Speak with Dead.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. That's gonna be interesting when he learns he can do that.
And you no longer are required to make a roll to see things. As you wake up and go about your morning routine, then open the door to the outside, you can clearly see more ghosts, but they don't seem too attracted to you at the moment, unless you stare too much.
Nope. He has learned not to do that. Because that gives it away. He's gonna be very quiet for the next couple of sessions, maybe, just because he's trying to process all of this.
Yes. If you wish to at any point try contacting this guiding spirit, you may attempt to do so. Just ask me.
Will do. I'll send you a PM or something.
Let me check Ichika's sending. Island clear of all threats. We'll be moving on to the island of Mykonos shortly. Anything that was attempted by the creatures here has been thwarted. Good. Well, now let me update the calendar. Is day 20. The boat arrives on the night of the 21st. Would you like to do anything during this day?
I was told I was going to go sightseeing with Oliver, but I don't know how that's going to go.
He might need to get out of his own skin, as it were. It might be helpful.
Again?
Huh?
Again?
Well,
Already done that.
not quite like that, as it were.
Not that way.
Yeah, no, not like
So
that.
to
Not like
speak.
that. He will say his goodbyes to Bola and to Nikolaus, and he will give a performance at the Loving Wife, and he will go do the sightseeing thing and just be inordinately quiet.
Will you say your goodbyes like today or the next
Is this
day?
the last day they're gonna be there?
No, you have the 20th completely. Then at the end of the 21st, you leave.
He would probably tell Vola today, just because she needs to prepare what she's gonna do with his room. He doesn't exactly know when he's going to be back. If he'll be back.
There's the whole, you can't believe in me, oh my god, no, don't go, and all that.
Well, if that's how it's gonna be, then she gets the whole, hey look, here's this necklace pendant.
Think of
I'm
me.
kidding.
Goodbye.
Think Oh dear.
Far wherever you are.
Oh my god, I just gave her the heart of the ocean.
Yes, the movie I never watched.
In one episode,
watched
death flagging himself. On the other one, death flagging himself again.
Death flagging himself again. He's either death flagging himself or death flagging her. Who knows?
Think of me fondly when we say goodbye. Phantom of the Opera? No. Okay, I'm done.
You know, of the classicals, the only film I remember watching is the dude with the iron mask.
Oh, that was an interesting one. That's not a classical though, but it was a DiCaprio film.
I
It was
remember
alright.
nothing about that movie except the fact that there was one dude always walking on with BDSM gear.
That's one way to
Yes,
describe
of course.
You know, as you do.
As you do.
it. I mean, this makes sense to me.
Apparently, there's a new one that launched 2 years ago.
I feel as though I should death flag myself some more, so if y'all can think of stuff I can do to
Please
death
don't.
flag
You're gonna
myself
start
more.
death flagging us.
You need to kiss someone. That's how that's how you really get
Yes,
that flag.
There you go.
If
That can be arranged.
that can be arranged. Jackson turns into Gianna.
Oh god.
You would know. No.
Very
You thought-
confused, Oliver.
You thought it was Gianna, but it was me, Gianna.
Actually, he would know. He would see straight through that. Actually,
Who
'Cause
knows?
there's no
What do you
Gabriella.
Yes,
because there's no Gabriella.
Indeed.
Ah,
That is a very good point. Well, so
can I
you
imitate a Gabrielle? No.
you two go sightseeing around Tinos. The rest of the group, would you like to do anything? Edmund
I-
has
I-
been in a coma. Don't worry about him.
I'd invite other people to join if they want to.
Oh,
Jiro
okay.
is doing something.
Jiro is studying the blade.
I mean, it's either
He's
go with
dashing-
them.
He's just continuously mirage dashing around.
He's just blinking around.
He's like, I
mean-
found this new toy. I'm gonna use it.
Yes.
It's either go with them or stay inside and make sure they're not being actively killed. So I mean, fuck.
Pictures, take pictures, more pictures.
Click, click, click,
sure. I'll go. And if anyone stays at the Loving Wife, I'll just leave. Owlboy,
Burb.
Burb. Yes.
Burb. Is that his name? I would love it
Yes.
if that was his name.
Yes.
His name
Can it
is
be
Burb.
His
It
name is Burb.
I'm so happy.
His name is
I am
Burb.
so happy. This makes me so happy on so many levels. It shouldn't, but it does.
Burb.
Burb. I
Um,
will leave Burb with the others.
Okay. So Japanese couple, are you just studying the blade?
You know,
Well,
as you do. Yeah, did we did it's like at 6th level where we get that next
Mystic
Yes,
Code.
sir.
Yes. Mhm.
Mystic
Yeah.
Code.
yes.
I can't remember why I got.
Yeah, I think we didn't even decide exactly on one, but
I'm pretty
It's no
sure it was
matter.
something involving crits.
yes,
Maybe you
just-
can get extra blinkiness.
I think it was a point back on crits. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is that just the national pastime instead of like baseball? It's studying the blade.
Studying the blade. Yes. Also, Ichika, if you're speaking, you're muted. Don't know if you're saying anything.
Ah! Ah!
Best
hell?
reaction ever.
I've been talking for ages. No.
Why have you been talking over me?
That is technically true for archery. It is a national pastime called Kenjutsu.
That's true.
But yes, would you like to have done anything in this day?
Nah. Today is a rest day.
Yes, true. Well,
There-
then.
she nearly she got one hit like
Yes.
twice the
Yes,
last few days.
very true. Well, then, at the end of the day, Jiro, you are the one who receives the progress report sending.
Your reply is nothing real has really happened yet. We're waiting for the next boat.
Okay.
Excellent. That's it.
That's about it.
Makes no mention of the two other people.
Yes.
We've mentioned them in passing.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I
God.
love the fact that Gianna has mentioned Oliver. No one has mentioned the fucking mage killer that that is working with you all.
Like I said, we don't talk about things without
Don't
citing.
talk about unnecessary things. Things
Yes, of
can
course.
stay off the record. It's fine.
Mhm. Sure. Well,
hey man. Jiro's like, yeah man, we're just waiting until our mode of transportation arrives, then we'll leave
then we shall
to the
leave.
next island.
Well,
We're waiting, but then we're leaving.
so the day goes by without much issue. You snap multiple pictures of
Yes.
the
of everything.
coast of Tinos and bit nearby islands as well. From what you can see from this distance, they are all very close together. The next day, then, you all. Let me just move the calendar so I don't get lost. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And did I add a time? I did not add a time. but
Actually,
yes.
he will use his new spell so that Gianna can get some extra good shots of stuff.
Oh, which new spell?
He gives her a bit of a tap, and wings made of light kind of appear on her, and she can fly around and take shots.
Oh, you took flight. Interesting.
I did.
Yeah. Fly. Looks at golden wings. Eyes go impossibly wide.
I think this is some kind of heresy, but I love it.
Oh,
That
you
was
should
for
not have-
listening to me the other day.
Oh, you shouldn't. You should not have given this to me.
Not sure if
You should not
heresy
have given me this power.
I don't know how long I'll be able to maintain it, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Trips, fall face first on the ground.
I also removed a spell and added one because I wasn't I don't think I've ever used it actually.
Which one?
I removed. Well, when I gain a level, I can remove a spell and
Yeah.
add one. So I removed Misty Step and I added Hold Person.
I see.
Yeah. Misty Step's the good get out of jail free card.
Yeah, the
It
thing
is when you're not a warlock
Yeah, I was
and you
about to
have
say
so many
that.
other spells that upcast.
That's why you take it as.
It's a get
Take
out
up-
of jail really
That's
expensive.
why you take a Fey Touch
Yeah,
feat,
true.
so you just don't have to worry about spell slots when casting it.
Yeah.
I was considering getting Fey touched, but
Just wait 2
Resilient
levels.
Institution.
Just wait
But I-
2 levels and you can do that. Well,
Yeah. Okay.
so
And I'm also going to be taking pictures from like really high vantage points of those two as well,
Yeah.
and just zooming about in circles.
Some drone shots.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
people will be like, "What the fuck did you do?" I don't know. I just woke up and the shots were there. So,
Not sure if I feel okay with being snapped pictures of, but I'll allow it.
but I'll allow it.
Don't worry. This is for my test to see if my my mystic.
You
code
afraid
upgrade
she's gonna
works.
steal your soul?
Yes.
That's
Holy
one
shit!
concern.
That's like a really good ability for like the last bit. Oh, I needed that.
Just steal someone's soul with a picture.
Yes.
Does Jackson actually say that?
No, it's more of
'Cause,
being on
Oliver
the
actually
record
said that.
is very uncomfortable to him in any
Yeah.
way, shape, or form.
Nope, don't worry. My mystic code is literally designed to have information while also getting rid of it.
Nice.
Well, the second day of rest also goes without a hitch, and you find yourselves at about 6 p.m., 6 to 7 p.m., waiting at the docks for the Argo. The I will remember his name. Just give me a second.
The guy.
Oh my god, Oliver is Davy Jones.
Oliver's who now?
TV Jones.
Davy Jones. He's ferrying lost souls to the beyond.
Oh
Yes.
god.
We don't get a squid face.
Yeah.
No squid
Not
face.
yet.
Yes.
Done an
Actually,
job for a
funny
few
that
years
you
for
should
that.
mention that. Another character I had that was coincidentally a warlock in the what was it? The Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign. Had he was a Adept's patron, and
Mhm.
he had a mask of many faces because his like physiology got warped and he was all fishy and trident looking.
Had a tentacle face? Nice.
No
Nice.
tentacle face, but he looked
Ah.
like a triton.
I see, I
Nice.
see.
Mhm.
Some
Um,
Innsmouth.
Yeah. The
Sorry,
mayor,
I'm done.
The mayor would come up to y'all Mr. Vazogalanas. And
Dear,
we're
that loud suit though. It's too early for that loud suit.
it's 7 p.m.
I'm sorry?
It's
Still
still
too
too early.
A loud. Huh?
Suit.
Oh, I don't think
Very
you've
bright.
seen
show
his.
him the
Yes.
suit. Show
Yeah.
him the
Is
suit.
it just like flashbang orange?
Yes,
Actually,
Oh god!
actually, flashbang orange.
Oh god, no, why?
It's
it's a
Vaza.
loud suit.
Yes, it's the mayor. It's Vaza. He would come out from his office to congratulate you all, and once again thank you all for for saving his son at the quarry, not the mine. And he would be there to wave you all goodbye as you left in the Argo. One thing about the Argo that is funny, hehe. Jackson doesn't have a ticket.
That is true.
Can we pay to get?
Kinda
him a
wish I had
ticket?
taken suggestion.
Because no one informed the contractor that there was supposed to be 2 new people, only 1 new
That is
person.
true. Can we buy a ticket?
Yes. You can buy a ticket with the
Money?
not with money. Who's the name of the dude? With Amos, the
What do I pay
captain.
him?
I don't think I've ever shown this picture before, but I do have a picture
I'm
of
not gonna
Amos.
give him the good touch.
Oh dear.
Are you gonna give him the suck?
This is the captain of the Argo.
I mean, he's pretty handsome.
I mean,
Might be worth it.
Might be worth it.
it
No, but
might.
you can just take out 5 silver
Yeet.
and
Not sucking anybody today.
and your trip to the next island is guaranteed.
Right.
Done.
You see people go out of the Argo, people come into the ship as he prepares to move on to Mykonos. I know that we've started a little bit later today, but I'd like to have Edmund here for like this next bit, or at least like not necessarily because it's Edmund, but I would like to have everyone for this next bit in which we present the new island. So
Sure.
before we leave, I would just like to set the scene while inside the boat. You have once again the same big room with multiple beds that you had stayed before. And sometime during the travel, couple moments after you left Tinos, once the fog had once again taken most of your visibility, you're all laying around at the room, and in the middle of it, dust slowly gathers into a circle, and from this small dust devil that picked up in the middle of the room, the contractor appears.
Oh,
He, just for the sake of drama, he goes in a clockwise manner looking at everyone, The second to last person that he sees is Oliver. He looks you up and down. Let me get the picture of him again, because I don't think Oliver has seen this dude.
Nope.
Where are you,
He's
boy?
also flashbang orange.
No,
I'm
no.
back.
This one is not flashbang orange. So, Jiro, you're now all on the Argo, and the contractor just showed up in the middle of the room.
I see.
I
Hopefully
already...
the room was empty.
Yes, the room is just for you all. This dude.
Oh, he has a musket or a
Yes.
hunting rifle.
It's not on him at the time, but yes. When he first appeared, he had one.
He looks like me.
Yeah. He looks at Oliver up and down, nods, and the last person he turns to look at is
Has
Jackson.
an eyebrow.
And Jackson, you see in his face probably the same expression you were making at the moment,
We're doing the Spider-Man meme, aren't we?
as you recognize this man
Oh fuck. Oh
as a
no.
person on your list.
That's great.
Oh, of course.
That's great.
So Gianna
And-
will poke her head out
This is-
from.
This is great.
As he literally raises his hand, takes out his monocle, looks at Jackson, quickly just turning his head around, looks at everyone else. Well, I guess I walked right into a trap. And that's where we'll end for today.
Shit.
Trap.
Yep.
Good,
I
because
love-
I really need to decide if I'm gonna kill this guy or not.
I love Jackson's list so much. Like, just show an NPC and be like, so, what you gonna do now?
You're on my list.
I have a shotgun with a slug with your name on it.
Yes. And with that, since I would like to have everyone for the new island, and also for whatever the fuck is gonna happen now that the contractor's here.
Just remember, if you try to kill the guy who pays me, I can kill you faster than you can kill anyone else.
Are you sure about that?
That is
I am sure.
that is possibly very true,
She's not a
depending on
mage, though.
I
I
deal.
sure will jump
there-
in the way if you try and hurt her.
I do
Still
big
made of
damage
the
to
same
single target.
flesh.
yes.
I am pure single target damage.
If you try to kill him, I will kill you first. Yes.
I
And
kill you.
also gives me time to strengthen my resolve to do a Russian accent.
Oh, I can do.
Trust the
See-
PTA.
That's your problem right there. To kill me, I have to be in the room with you.
Just
Russian
vanishes.
accent is easy.
Just
Just
have
pretend
the
like your
guy
name is
and both
Boris.
of us vanish.
Listen, I'm just gonna use that one, the Blue Crescent thingy, the other thingy as well, and just let's just attack everything within 30 feet. It'd be great.
Just kill everyone.
Ah, yes.
Hold on, let me
Because
let
I
me let me
don't
get my
think
rope
we're
trick
like
out
35
first.
times.
But yes, we'll see. He didn't just show up for no reason, so we'll see what happens.
Interesting.
Hooray.
Jackson laughs as if the dude who showed up couldn't just point at him and he dies.
Your AC is within the 50
You see-
percentile range for
He
sharpshooter.
needs to be able to cast a spell for me to die.
You sure, buddy?
Also
He
cast
sure
fire.
needs to cast a spell for you to die.
I'm pretty sure he could just send some goons after you.
Looks at the rest of us who are the goons.
Yes.
Well, aren't we the
True.
goons?
That's you. You are the goons. This has been a boss fight all along.
Say, was the whole point of this? It was a contract. We were contractually obligated to be his goons.
To be his goons, yes.
If he wants to get paid, then yes.
I mean, technically, I don't have a contract yet, so
True. Yep.
That's when Mathau gives me a level 20 Jackson character sheet. Like, go.
Ah, yes,
We'll
sure.
have fun.
I will surely do that.
Here, just have a servant sheet. It'll be great.
I can make you make dex saves now, and deal damage.
And deal damage.
I sure can dash and attack.
Yes. As if the group didn't already face bajillion things at a time. Now Jiro can just run through them and attack them.
And in future levels, I can spend like all of my focus points on one turn in future levels with Thunder Lotus.
Yes.
Like I actually mean all of them.
Yes, there is no cap on how much you can use as long as you can spend them.
And I get a Thunder Lotus on every attack. It's
Yes.
been everything. It'll be great.
It will be great if you live.
Would just sink the ship.
It just shoots down.
Fireballs at his feet.
My favorite spell is still Rock the Mud, or like Transmute Rock,
Yes.
whatever it's called. Because
Spell's alright.
Oh no, like just imagine what you can do with like environments. Like, oh yes, look, I'm by this building. Whoopsie daisy, and I just turn this supporting pillar into mud, and I teleport out.
My favorite one is
vanish.
Spears of the Earth or Bones of the Earth. That's
Bones
it.
of
Because
the
the
Earth.
Bones of
yes.
the Earth is an amazing spell. I love
It's
that one.
not good at all, but it looks cool and just does makes the
It does.
It
does
is
cool
good.
things.
It's actually very good.
It's-
Just
It's
because it has
Stonewall if the
versatility.
pieces could, not
Move.
be in
Aye.
a single file line.
like it's basically just a slightly better stone wall or wall of
Yeah.
stone, but
Wall of
it's
stone
sounds
very
great.
cool, and that's all you need.
Yeah, and you can squish people on the ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
like,
think actually
if I were-
it might be like my favorite druid spell. I don't know. Wall of Thorns kind of competes with it in my book, but I really love Bones of the Earth.
Mirage Arcane
uh,
is one of the coolest.
but
It's
basically,
neat.
if I was playing a master, I'd be committing so much domestic terrorism. It's not even funny.
Why?
Cause fuck you guys.
That's why.
Because fuck them, that's why.
I'm just gonna
Fuck
drop
them.
buildings on you.
Food for thought for Curse of Strahd. Burning down buildings. Now
Burning.
transmute mud.
Yes.
Nice.
we need
castle
we
you
need to
got
go
there.
we need to go back to that asshole's fucking shop and like tear it down.
Tear it down. Just completely demolish it.
Your
If you
shop's
really
looking
don't want
a
to
bit,
set it on fire, maybe we can sink it.
Your shop's looking a bit muddy there, buddy.
I need wizard level stat.
Sure.
Just gotta learn how to be a wizard.
Just ask me. I
No,
can teach
no,
you.
that's a fate worse than death. I will not go to him for that.
Ask Do
I'm
it.
just trying to. I'm just like. I just remember my favorite master idea, which is like this ancient ass Ukrainian mage. Like his entire family's magecraft is like trying to make themselves older as possible, and like just like the more generations go by, the older they get. And then he's like around 200 years old.
Longevity.
Jesus.
I think
That's actually kind of cool.
with Thunder Lotus, I can now definitely kill anyone in one turn in this party,
Yes.
as long as I hit all the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But my luck's been not been very good at that, so who knows?
Listen,
Well-
we just give you the energy for the spirit bomb.
Yes,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do have that one reaction power.
you do.
I
Well-
do have that. I do have 2 things now.
Anyways, that has been all for today. So,
Yes.
goodbye, friends.